Hey, good Saturday morning, everybody. Chief Meteorologist Brad Petovich here, and as expected, a very gloomy and wet start to the weekend. But will it stay that way? Well, there's a glimmer of hope that we're going to see some breaks develop, especially later today and on Sunday. But the good news is no lightning out there right now. So for all these outdoor activities today, we're not worried about lightning right now. You can see the big shield of rain that came through this morning. There's been some pockets of heavy rain. I've had about a half an inch of rain so far at my house, but heavier amounts have developed back to the foothills and the mountains. There looks to be a lull developing to our south, right in this area, before the next batch of rain comes in tonight. But what's more likely going to happen, and it's a little deceiving here because you say, oh, it's almost done. It's pretty much through. Probably what's going to happen is we've got this northeast wind today. There's actually a little bit of a wedge. So what we're going to see is light showers continuously developing here and moving north. So while the rain might let up a little bit, it's going to become more drizzly and misty as the afternoon goes on. And just to kind of show you that, I'm going to turn on the surface reports here. When we turn these on, it'll show you where it's raining right now, and I'll pop these up. And you can see all the areas where they're green, you've got some light rain, drizzle, and mist. So there's a lot of light rain, drizzle, and mist falling outside of the area where there's actually rain showing up on the radar. We kind of call this a wedge setup, and that's typically when you see this type of setup. Temperatures are only in the upper 60s, so it actually feels pretty good out there. Winds have been kind of breezy out of the northeast between 15 to 20 miles per hour, and that wind has basically been right out of the northeast. You can see these are what we call the wind barbs. So northeast winds here, that's keeping us wedged in, while the southwest winds are developing to the south. So what's going to happen the rest of the weekend? Let's take a look at the timing of the next batch of rain, especially once we get into the afternoon and we see a little bit of a lull develop. So we see batch number 1 of rain moving through. This is at 11 a.m. We'll go into the afternoon hours, and you can see it begins to break up a little bit, but notice how there's new development to our south into the afternoon. But a lot of the development happens eastern North Carolina and probably more scattered. So will it completely stop raining? It might for an hour or two, but it's definitely going to be more scattered this afternoon. So even if you have afternoon plans, it's not going to be as heavy as this morning, but you're certainly going to want to keep the poncho, and there's going to be passing showers. This is by 6 o'clock. You can see a significant lull, but probably still mist or drizzle. But look at the new showers and storms developing to the south. This is where we get the chance to see thunder and lightning, probably by later this afternoon or evening as these storms move north into the evening hours. We get into the overnight hours. Actually, some pretty good little downpours move through while we're sleeping tonight into early Sunday morning. Got to keep an eye on a small severe weather risk, especially east of I-77. We wake up Sunday morning, 7 a.m., probably some scattered rain or drizzle around. We go into the afternoon hours. Panthers kick off 1 o'clock. Again, pretty good setup here. We actually have just isolated storms. So there could be some breaks in the cloud cover, or at least thinning, which would allow for temperatures to be much warmer than today, likely in the low 80s. But as we go into the afternoon, you can see the rain chances stay pretty scattered. So could we escape the complete game without rain? There's a distinct possibility. So bring the poncho, but don't wear it unless it's raining, because you may not need it as we go through the afternoon hours. Now, one of the things I always like to look at in these situations, obviously, is the lightning threat. And we can look at the lightning risk on this model. It actually shows us what we call the 1 hour lightning risk. So I'm going to stop this. We'll back it up. And basically, you're looking at the contour of lightning strikes. So you can see most of the lightning this afternoon stays off to the east, at least in the guidance. Not a lot over the western Carolinas. We go into the overnight hours, and you can see a little bit of lightning trying to pop up there. And again, nothing that's huge thunderstorms. These are very isolated storms. Let's go into Sunday. So we'll go into Sunday afternoon, and you can see not a lot of lightning showing up in the guidance. Most of it is off to the east, which would keep us lightning free. So some good news in all of this is that I think the lightning will not be a big issue, but we still got to watch the rain that's going to be moving through. Here's another look at the radar and satellite together. We're kind of stuck in the rain right now, light rain, drizzle, and mist. The heaviest is moving north. We'll get into a lull this afternoon. We'll see a second wave develop tonight into the overnight hours. And then tomorrow, it's probably just going to be isolated to scattered showers or thunderstorms, probably about a 40% right now. So looking better as the weekend progresses. Doesn't look great right now. I know it feels like a washout, but trust me, things will improve as we go into the afternoon. Still damp, still drizzly, still misty. So grab the poncho, Charlotte FC, Charlotte 49ers. Night's game tonight. If they got the field covered, maybe there's a chance that game happens, but just make sure you're paying attention to their social media and contacting the Knights, because they will make that call probably closer to game time as opposed to early this afternoon.